going on, everyone? And welcome back to another edition of Action Packed Sunday. And this week, I'm diving into a new genre. This is one of these little B movies, or as I like to call them, the straight to VHS or DVD series of movies. This one I'm looking at today is called Back in Action from 1993. Stars Roddy Piper and Billy Blanks. And if that second name rings any bells, he came up with the Taibo exercise little programs, believe it or not, and pretty much, yeah, think about that. So that's pretty cool. And this was actually the first of a few of the short-lived duos between Blanks and Piper, believe it or not. So, what can I say about this movie? Besides coming out in 93, this was definitely 90s cheese at its finest. I've been about this movie. I actually had to find it on YouTube, and so after watching this movie, my goodness, I was well entertained, but yet at the same time I was like, it has its moments. The plot is a little crazy, so I'll explain. But to put this in layman's terms, so supposedly it's all about this mob boss. Somehow he's trying to strike up a deal with I'm trying to remember. It's like some kind of mob deal that goes wrong, goes south. Somehow Billy Blanks' character, his sister actually, gets involved, and it just goes downhill from there. It's just crazy. You got Billy Blanks, who's supposed to be the vigilante. God, I can't even speak anymore. Then you have Roddy Piper, who's essentially the cop that pretty much goes against the book kind of thing. It's one of those archetype deals. So it's kind of like I would say, yeah, you got the guy with the law and the guy against the law. If you kind of think about it. But I will say Piper's acting is good. Blanks not so much, but their characters are like kind of one-dimensional compared to the villain. But not the villain. I found not just cliche, but he was definitely three-dimensional. He definitely fit the mold of the perfect mobster villain, but it was just way too cliche. I just found it just very weird. I was like, ugh. But I will say the last act is where everything brings it together. The action is just nuts. There's car chases, there's fist fights, there's gun fights. It's got all the cheesy popcorn action that you would expect on a Sunday night. But yeah, do I recommend it? Not really. It has its moments, but if you just want to watch it just to see Roddy Piper kick some ass, I definitely recommend it. And of course, yeah, this is 90s cheese at its finest. It's like all the crazy fashion, like, the jeans, the puffy shirts, all that, and of course, like, it's really hard to describe. But man, there was just a lot wrong, but there was a lot of cool. There was some cool moments which I really liked. There was a pretty cool moment where, Piper and Blanks, they don't really cross paths with each other until the halfway point of the movie, and he's like, okay, let's get out of this mess actually. So they go on the run. It leads to an epic car chase. It's really good. Then there's a really crazy part where Blanks fights this big ass giant thug. And for a moment, I'm like, ooh, this guy looks interesting. Is this, I was convinced, is this guy, like another fighter, or is he a wrestler or anything? No, he was just a really big, tall extra that really fit the mold of, that big, hulking, like, Haas-like, thug, if that makes any sense. And this is not the first time. They fight again on the climactic fight on a freaking barge anchored in the harbor. So that's the only part of the plot I'm giving away. But other than that, it's just cheesy and cheesy 90s action. It's not a perfect movie, but I've said, if you want just to see some of Piper's work besides like They Live or Hell Comes to Frogtown, I'd say give this one a watch if you want to. If not, take a pass on it. You can watch so many other good things with Piper or any other good action movies. So I'm gonna give Back in Action. Maybe a 4.5 out of 10. I don't know. 4.5 out of 10, maybe 5. Not sure. It's somewhere in there. Okay. that does it for today. Go check it out. And thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome videos.